Hari Om to all the lovely Balakrishnas and Vivekanandas. I bow down to the Atma Jyoti, the divine light of the self in you. Today is the last episode of our Mahabharata story. So far in our Mahabharata story, we have seen that the Kurukshetra war, and in the Kurukshetra war, all the Kauravas are now defeated and the Pandavas have won the war. But as you may recall, the war left lot of sadness and grief, death, destruction. However, it had to be done in order to bring the right kind of order in the society. As a king, one has a particular dharma, a particular way in which they have to bring about peace and harmony within their kingdom. So likewise, there are different spheres of life where you will be performing different roles, and according to the role, you will have to perform according to that role whatever is the right thing. And the right thing is always in harmony with the rest. The right conduct will always bring about the right result. Meaning what? It brings about overall peace and harmony. That which is in accordance with such universal laws is dharma. So in this story, as I've already explained, one is to look at the clash between the Pandavas and the Kauravas as a story that happened outside. Another one is to see what Pandavas mean within me, what Pandavas mean within me, and what Kauravas mean within me. So there are various kinds of thoughts within us which can be oriented in, say, anger, jealousy, worry. So all of them can be called as Kauravas. And the Pandavas are like our five senses. And when we have Sri Krishna in our intellect, then this itself becomes like the Pandavas. Then in the Kurukshetra war, meaning what? In the war to defeat the negative qualities within us, there is always going to be victory. To who? To Pandavas. That is the way to look at the Kurukshetra war. As it applies to me as an individual, as it applies to you as an individual. So continuing, Pandavas won, and they of course became the kings, and they ruled over the kingdom peacefully for more than 36 years. And the whole kingdom was prospering. Things were going well. Anything in life, whatever that begins, has to end one day. Even the reign of the Pandavas had to end one day. After about 36 years, the time was about for them to step down. Lot of changes started happening around them. So there was a lot of clash among the Yadavas, the people who belong to Krishna and Balarama. And they got destroyed. They had the curse of Gandhari. So they also got destroyed, many of them. And after all, seeing all that destruction, Sri Krishna also became kind of very depressed in the sense that how come these people are not learning their lessons? So he one day went into the forest and was taking rest. And there, arrow shot by a Beda, a hunter, came and hit his heel. And thus, even Sri Krishna, in the form of the avatar, had to die. Though Sri Krishna as a Jnani has no death, but in the farm had to end, and the farm ended in this way. So all that was a sign for the Pandavas to now give up their kingdom to their grandson Parikshit. And they all decided to go to the Swarga. Swarga is supposed to be a place where there is only happiness. But what is really Swarga? Swarga is a place when or wherever you are, where you are completely at peace within yourself. When you realized your true nature, you've gone beyond all this Swarga, Naraka. But anyway, Pandavas still had the desire to go to the Swarga. So they decided to go to the Swarga after giving up their kingdom. And as they were climbing, one by one, all the Pandavas, except for Dharmaraya, they all died on their way. There was one dog which was following Dharmaraya that followed him all the way till the door of the Swarga. And at the door of the Swarga, Dharmaraya was asked to leave the dog behind and to enter the Swarga. Dharmaraya said, No, I cannot. This dog has so faithfully followed me all the way till here. If you allow both of us, then only I will enter. Otherwise, even I will not enter. I don't mind giving up Swarga. Supposed to be a place of joy and happiness and whatnot, luxury. So as soon as he said that, the dog turned into Yamadharma. So Yamadharma said, Dharmaraya, I'm so pleased. Even in this moment, you are so truthful, so oriented towards what is right and what is wrong. So towards Dharma. I'm so pleased. Come. I wanted to test you. Come inside. So Dharmaraya was now happy. He thought, oh, now it's all done. I will go there. I will find my brothers and my wife in Swarga, of course. And all is done. I have reached, he thought. But the final test was still remaining. When he entered Swarga, to his utter disappointment, he found Duryodhana, Karna, Dushyasana. They all were in Swarga. For a moment when he saw them, he was totally displeased. How come these people, when they were in the earth, they did so many disastrous actions and caused so much of destruction? How come they have got a place in Swarga? He thought. But anyway, he thought, okay, let me find my brothers. So he was searching. Then Yamadharma said, are you looking for your brothers? Yes. He said, they're not here. They are in hell. Now Dharmaraya was even more shocked. How can this be? They were fighting on the side of the Dharma. How can they be in the hell? He said, something is wrong. Please take me to my brothers. I want to see them. I want to see them. So he was taken to hell. There they were going through various kinds of pains in the hell. Dharmaraya was now totally disappointed and was shocked. And he was very angry also. And he told Yamadharma, is this fair? How come Duryodhana, Dushyasana and all are in Swarga? And how come my brothers are here in Naraka? And now the final test, the final teaching came to Dharmaraya. Yamadharma asked Dharmaraya, O Yudhishthira, what was the Kurukshetra war all about? Yudhishthira said, that was for destroying the Duryodhana and his brothers because they denied walking in the path of dharma. They denied what was rightfully ours. Very good. Did you win the war? Yes, we won the war. Did all the Kauravas get destroyed in the war? Yes, they got destroyed. For whatever the action they had done, the bad action they had done, they all met in various different ways, their death in very, very painful ways. And thereby, whatever the bad actions they had done, lot of it got burned. And for whatever the good actions they had done, now they are in heaven. And for whatever the bad actions your brothers had done, now they're suffering through the hell. But even after, he asked them, how many years did you rule as kings after the Kurukshetra war? Yudhishthira said, 36 years. Even after 36 years, you still haven't forgiven the injustice done by Kauravas. You haven't yet forgiven them. That still remains in your heart. That still remains in your heart as an impression of anger. Oh, Dharmaraya, only when you are willing to forgive and let go and accept all, then only you will go beyond Swarga and Naraka also. And you will realize your true nature as the one which is beyond all these Swarga and Naraka. Because Swarga and Naraka still is in the plane of birth and death. For one to transcend, to be really liberated, one has to go beyond all this. Are you willing to now forgive and move on? As Dharmaraya contemplated what he heard from Yamadharma, it dawned upon him that what was binding him so far to this idea of Swarga and Naraka was that he was still feeling separate from the rest. And that made him feel that there is me and there is Duryodhana or others. And that still made him feel that I still have to wage war. There was another one with whom he had to fight. Another one who had done something wrong. And he realized that when he decided to forgive, all the anger, all the sadness that was within him completely melted away. And as it melted away, he realized that he is beyond all this birth and death. And thus, Dharmaraya had won the final test. And that is the ultimate message that Vyasa Maharshi is leaving with us. He is through Mahabharata showing us how to live life in accordance with Dharma, and how to truly find the liberation, how to be liberated from all these dualities of life. Hate, anger, jealousy, these are all the feelings within us that bind us, that make us feel, I am separate from you. Only by truly forgiving and accepting all, one can become free even while living. And that is the great message of Mahabharata. It's a manual to show us how to live our life and how to find peace and liberation in this world by doing whatever we are doing. May the great message through the great Rishi, Sri Vyasa Maharshi, reach each one of our heart, purify our mind, and help us find the true self within us and in all. Thank you very much, my dear lovely children. Hope you take the message of Mahabharata and live your life in accordance with Dharma and find the greatest joy that is within you. With that, we will be ending our Mahabharata story. Hari Om.